Classes and objects are the foundation of OOPS concepts in Java. So without any further ado, let's learn about what are classes and what are objects in Java and why they are very important. So welcome to my channel, aArambh, the first step towards your coding career, which would be a roadmap to your IT world. So I have opened up my IDE. What we will do is we'll try to understand what are classes and objects. So I have a basic program here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a class. Whenever I want to create a class, I have to use the Java reserved keyword class like this, the way I have using. And the class name should always start with a capital letter. The name of the class that I'm going to use here is student. Class student. So what is a class? Class is a blueprint. Class is a blueprint. Blueprint of what? Blueprint of an object. So when you say class is a blueprint of an object, it will have some properties, and it will also have some methods, or these properties are referred to as data, and it will also have some methods which are referred to as the behavior. So a class has data and behavior. A class has properties and methods. Let's first try to understand what are the properties. Let's say we are talking about a student. What properties does a student have? A student will have a name, right? So name is a data type, is a variable. So which will be of which data type? It will be of data type string. Name will be string. We want to take another property. Let's say we want to take a property called age. Age will be integer because it's a number. So we take int age. Then what we will try to do is we want to use this class somewhere. This class has a scope from here to here, but this class we want to use within the area of execution or the class in which we are working. So in the main method, whatever we write in Java, one thing we have to remember is everything goes inside the main method. So in the main method, I will try to reference to this class student. So if I want to use a class every time, what I have to do is I have to create an object of the class. And what is an object? Object is a instance of a class. Instance of a class is, how do you create an instance of a class? By using new keyword. So student, like when we are initializing a variable, right? When we are declaring a variable, we say int I, and when we want to initialize the variable, we say I equal to 10. Here, in place of int, which is a primitive data type, now we have got a non-primitive data type, which is a student, which is a class. So student S1, like int I, student S1 is equal to, whenever we want to deal with non non-primitive data types, we have to make sure we use the new keyword. We use new student. Whenever we have given this new keyword, student S1 equal to new student, an object is created in the memory. We'll talk about what are memory aspects, what is the stack memory and heap memory later on in the upcoming sessions. So after that, what we want to do is we want to initialize. When we want to initialize a property of a class, we have to use a dot operator. S1 dot. What are the properties that are available for this class? Name, which is of type string, and age, which is of type int. So S1 dot name equal to, it should be a string. Let's say we call this student name as Mohan, and S1 dot age equal to 25. Let's say, let's for example. Then when we want to access these variables, what we can do is we can access like this: s1 dot name and sout s1 dot age. So when I run this class, what is the expected output is we are trying to print name of a student who is referred to as S1 in the memory and who has a variable age and again referred to with S1. The values that are stored in age is 25 and name is Mohan. So these values we are expecting to be printed onto the console. So let me just try to run the program and look at the console. As we have expected, we have got Mohan and 25 printed on the console. So next thing what we will do is we just understood about the properties. We want to understand about the behavior. Behavior means method. Let's define a method. Let's say I want to define a method called as show details. So we have learned previously, whenever we are defining a method, we will use a round braces. And whenever we use a method, we will define the signature, whether it is returning something or whether it is not returning something. This is not returning anything, so I want to mention it as void. If it is returning something, I will mention the return data type. If it's an int, I'll mention int. If it's a string, I'll mention string. So here, same thing, what I will do is, from here I can copy. Okay, if from here, if I'll copy, I'll have to copy s1 dot name and s1 dot age. What I will do is name is name and s out of age is age. So now what I will try to do is I just access name and age properties or the data that is related to the class. Now I want to access the behavior or the methods. Even when I want to access the behavior or the methods, what I will do is I have to refer to the instance of the class and then I have to use a dot operator and then access s1 dot show details. Now let's try to comment out these two lines of code and try to run and see what happens. So you see name Mohan is printed and age 25 is printed. So this is how we will access the properties of a class and behavior or the method of a class. So whenever we want to define a class, we will use the class keyword and we will this is a Java standard convention. We will make sure that the starting letter is a capital letter. So this is what I want to cover in this video. In the next video, what we will cover is constructors, constructors and types of constructors. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please do like and subscribe the video and comment class in the comment section if you have understood what you have learned in this video.